Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we're doing the What's Next on former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury, following his disappointing back-to-back decision loss to Oleksandr Usyk, as Fury challenged in a rematch against Usyk to try to become the unified heavyweight champion again, a three-time heavyweight champ. He came up short, and it was disappointing for him. That took place on the December 21st reignited main event on DAZN pay-per-view. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So, you know, tough break for Tyson Fury. I mean, he came in heavier, fought his ass off against Usyk, did the best he could, but just came up short, you know, and those kind of things happen when you fight a truly great fighter like Usyk. I felt Fury gave the best account of himself. He really put it all on the line, but he just couldn't win, you know, and again, he's got nothing to hang his head about. He would not talk about retiring. He said win, lose, or draw, he was not retiring, and I think Fury's going to hold still on that. Fury needs to box. He needs to fight. I think that's a thing that he needs. I think that has become his addiction, you know, his new addiction since being in recovery. I think he realizes how much he needs it, or wants to do it, you know, but needs it to be kind of his crutch. And I get it, you know, the training and all that kind of stuff, keeping him focused. But this was a big blow for him because, you know, obviously he doesn't feel like he lost. He made that clear. But to have two losses now, he might not think he lost, but everybody else is going to think he lost outside of the people close to him. So it's definitely devastating for him and his career, but it is what it is, and these kind of things happen. Now, what does Fury need to do? You know, the big question now is what's next for Tyson Fury. So we start with a potential world title fight, because he's a contender now. There's only two champions. A third fight with Oleksandr Usyk is not going to happen, because he lost. You know, he's lost two fights now. The third fight is not going to be considered, in my opinion, so I really don't see that being a possibility. There really wasn't any controversy in the second fight to warrant a third fight, so I don't see a third fight with Fury or with Usyk. A showdown with Daniel Dubois, the IBF champion, or the winner of Dubois-Parker, it really is just up to whether Usyk wants to fight the winner of that fight first. Because I believe the winner of that fight, even though Fury might be a bigger money fight, I think the winner of that fight would rather fight for undisputed first and then take on Fury later. So I really believe it's going to be up to Usyk whether Fury gets a crack at Dubois and Parker. I think it's absolutely possible for Tyson Fury to get a crack at one of those guys, but it's going to be up to Oleksandr Usyk. And in my personal opinion, I think Usyk is going to fight the winner of Parker and Dubois and take that fight off the table. So what are the other options? What about the loser of Dubois and Parker? I mean, it just depends on how the fight with Parker and Dubois goes. I think Fury's going to take some time off, so that'll give the loser of that fight time to recover. And I absolutely think Fury could fight the loser of that fight. Dubois from the UK, and Parker is a UK-friendly guy from Australia. You know, he's also good friends with Fury. So, but I think they would put their friendship to the side and absolutely fight each other. Now, other possible contenders. So again, no title shot unless for Fury unless Usyk doesn't fight the winner of Dubois and Parker. That's my opinion. Now, contenders. I said, I think the possibility of him fighting the loser of Parker Dubois is there. Looking at the other guys, I mean, obviously, we got to talk about the Anthony Joshua showdown. Would Joshua want that fight? Would Fury want that fight? To be honest, I think right now, both coming off a defeat, why not? Just fucking do it. Clear out your whole first half of the year. Both of you recover from your losses and go at it in a mega bout where Riyadh season will pay you a shitload of money to get this fight going. They could headline from Wembley Stadium. I mean, it's still a monster fight, and the winner is still a top 5 heavyweight. So why not? Go for it. Keep your name in the mix. It's a true crossroads fight. The loser would have to consider retirement or retire, and the winner still can breathe and shoot for the heavyweight title at some point again. Both have 2 losses to Usyk. Why not? We know Joshua got knocked out against Dubois. He's got a lot more to prove in my book than Fury does. But this is a fight that everybody's been wanting to see for the longest time. Who cares if the heavyweight title's on the line or not? They might not get this opportunity again. I think this one is the one that Fury should take. Other possibilities. Martin Bakole, I don't see it. Kind of a high-risk fight, not a huge name. I don't see Fury going after that. Frank Sanchez hasn't earned it. Efe Ajagba, no. Filip Hrgovic lost to Dubois last year. Not a big name. It's too much of a threat. He's already defeated Chisora 3 times. I don't see that. Fabio Wardley and Otto Wallen, no. Other potential possibilities. I already said no to Bakole, but Michael Hunter, an American, not a huge name. He does have a win over Martin Bakole, but I don't see it. Lenny Arpero, no. Ajit Caballel or Zhilei Zhang. Honestly, Fury might fight the winner of this fight. If Caballel really earns it after the couple big wins he's had from last year to this year, if he earns it, by defeating Zhilei Zhang also and becoming the WBC interim champion, that might be Fury's way back into a title shot. I do think it's a possibility. If Zhilei Zhang were to beat Caballel, I think that absolutely increases the possibility of Fury and Zhang. Because Fury already wanted that fight, but he had to pass on it. He already wanted that fight with Zhang, but I think that was when Joe Joyce cashed in his mandatory rematch with Zhang. And these two guys are big heavyweights. They talk shit. They're highly motivated, flamboyant guys that are out there, talk shit and everything, and they're out there and they're big time names. So I think it could be a big fight. I think it is a possibility. Andy Ruiz Jr. is a good possibility for Fury. I'm sure he's going to throw his name in the mix with him. And after that, I really don't see anybody that I would really consider. So for me, I really think Anthony Joshua is the front runner to land the fight. Obviously, if we don't see Usyk fight the winner of Parker if we don't see Usyk fight the winner of Parker and Parker and Dubois for the IBF title, obviously I think he would go after the winner of that fight. I do think the possibility that is there that he could fight the loser of that fight, and I also think the winner of Caballel and Zhang are also possibilities as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what Fury does and how he bounces back, but that's it. That's what I got. That is my what's next on former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury, following his tough rematch decision loss to Oleksandr Usyk as they collided for the unified heavyweight title on December 21st in the main event of a DAZN pay-per-view card. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.